Hey, welcome back to the channel, guys. We have a new product today to test. It is the X01 3D printed quad frame from X-Racer. If you want to check it out for yourself, the website is x-racer.com. Now, like I said, it is completely 3D printed. They say it's made of a PA2200 material. For you 3D printer gurus, you may know what that means. Now, for me, just the initial reactions with this frame is it's a really awesome design. The idea behind it is everything is completely enclosed, battery included. When you install the battery, you remove the lid, the 1300 4-cell actually goes inside. Now, you can run it on a 3-cell. For me, I don't even have 3 cells anymore. But you put the battery inside, and when the battery's in, it is completely in the center of the frame. So, you know, the battery's in the middle, your center of gravity is completely centralized. It's a really awesome idea for a frame. Now, with the winter months coming up, it's going to start snowing, maybe, you know, wetter weather, and you want something that you can fly as everything is enclosed. There's a lot less risk for anything getting shorted out by any kind of water. Now, when it comes to building this, I don't know if I would recommend it for a beginner or your first quad. It is a tight build. Now, with that said, would it be impossible? No, you could do it for your first build. I would just recommend something a little bit easier, a little bit more traditional for your first quad, and you might have a little bit better experience. You know, you don't want to get too frustrated right off the bat. One thing that I will say about this frame is the camera pod is a really cool idea. It is removable. Your FC port is underneath the pod. Now, when you go to put the lid back on, it is threaded. So, you know, like right about here is straight. If we want to tighten it up to where it feels a little bit more secure, you spin it just a little bit more, and now it's off center just a hair. Is that a make or break for this frame without flying it? Not really for me. It seems like something that maybe they could fix in production. I'm not sure, but that is just a minor setback. The SCs are enclosed up inside the arms. The radio receiver that they're using is the FrSky XSR. If you use something like the D4R2 or the X4R, it might be a little tight, especially if you're using the pins. So this build probably would not work if you used any kind of connections that have to use pins. So it might take a little bit of experimenting. The camera, you can get from 0 to 60-degree tilt on your camera, so you can get crazy fast with it. The one thing that I don't much care for is their solution for the action camera. They have this this mount that you see a lot of times with GoPros. For me, I wouldn't use something like that. Not saying that it might not be used by somebody, but for me, I would much prefer just like a flat surface to where I can just mount the camera. But other than that, I mean, it's a really awesome idea. It has LEDs implemented into the frame. You have ports on the front and the back to allow the LEDs to shine through. It has a place for a buzzer, so the buzzer is not enclosed in the frame, so you're going to get the full effect of having a buzzer on it. The antenna is directly mounted to the VTX, so if you're like me and you take a tumble, that is going to stress your VTX a little bit. You might be able to figure out a way to mount it differently inside of here, but there's really not a lot of room to play with. The frame comes with 4 pieces, so you have the body, you have the flight controller ring, you have the lid, and the pod for your camera. The flight controller ring, when you mount it on the body, it is mounted with little rubber bobbins, so it is isolated from any kind of vibrations while you're flying. So that's a really awesome idea. The FC and everything's mounted up inside. Like I said, it's a really cool idea. So let's take it out, do some flying, and see how she holds up. I'm really interested in crash testing this just to see how the 3D printer material is going to hold up with us. All right, guys, we're at Flite Test headquarters. We got the X01 3D printed quad and some 1300 milliamp hour batteries. Try to see how we fit them in here. Turn the transmitter on. We'll just plug it in and see how she goes. So, not real sure the best way to do it. It's like a puzzle. Alright, so that's not going to fit. Let's wrap it around this way. And it's a tight fit, but it's not, it don't look too hard. If we get the lid on, then we're good to go.
Squeeze a little bit. Okay, so that's getting fit that way. If you have this quad and you know a good way to get the battery in and out efficiently, let me know in the comments. Looks like it'll fit this time.
Oh yeah, there we go. Sweet. So we got a 4-cell, 1300 milliamp hour, I want to say 65 or 75C battery inside. Camera feels a little loose, but it shouldn't hurt us at all. Let's find a good channel.
So this is what we got. So we'll see what happens, huh? Let's go check it out here. Oh man, that was close to the ground.
All right, so first off, what I'm noticing is a little bit of a lack of thrust, but I'm thinking that's because of how the props are over the center.
Now, if I'm not mistaken, this is 4-inch, right? Or is that 5-inch? Oh, it is a 5-inch. Okay.
It needs tuned a little bit.
Okay.
But it's interesting.
It's ripping pretty well, it
Yeah,
seems.
it's flying pretty good. If I tuned it, man, I think it would be pretty awesome.
What's up, Andres? Oh, Andres. Okay, I see you, Andres. What's up, brother?
Man?
My fiance recognizes your voice as Deuces. Mr. Dan Martha, that's awesome. Deuces.
All right.
Oh, that's awesome.
I think we're going to have to crash test it.
All right, what the question is, where do you think about crash test? You
It's going to roll across the ground.
roll across the ground. All right, here.
Right in front of us. I'm going to
All
come
right.
over here and then come right back.
Here it comes.
Here we go.
Oh, it's going.
Oh, it rolled so hard. The typical crash is going to be, you know, in a field across dirt, and
Right.
we hit probably what 35 mile an hour, 40
Yeah,
mile an hour,
probably.
and it rolled for 20 yards,
Yeah.
and it held up. And I
Coming
mean,
along really well, Dan. Right ahead.
that's all we can ask for.
All right, Chris
Here.
or CHR 15K42 wants you to take it up 100 feet and cut throttle.
Okay, we can do that.
We can do that.
So what we're going to do now is take this thing up,
100
I don't
feet.
know what they say,
100 feet.
They want 100 feet. So
Ish,
we're
yep.
going to take it up around 100 feet, probably a little bit higher. I'm just going to do a line of sight, and we're going to let it fall and see how good she bounces. And the cup has to take off with it. So
All right.
take it straight up and straight down.
Straight up, straight down. It's up there.
Yeah,
Oh, here it comes.
down.
Here it comes.
Oh, goodness.
Oh, that was great, dude.
That thing.
That was great. Oh, hearts for that. Yeah, give me some hearts. Give TJ some hearts for just destroying that sucker. Oh, that's great. Sorry for the shaky cam. Oh, that's great. Oh man. That was a quality up and out.
We took this thing up roughly 100, 150 feet, disarmed it, let it free fall. It hit the dirt and bounced probably 15 feet in the air. And the frame held up great. The only thing we lost was the cap on our antenna, and I think I may have fried an ESC. But the frame, man, the frame held up great. So we're gonna do a little bit of durability testing with this, because I really wanna see just how well it holds up. All right, let's start bashing it. All right, give it a shot. And that didn't work. All right. All right, so that that didn't quite last as long as I expected. I kind of expected it to take 1 or 2 hits, but I'm gonna say against dirt, you know, 99% of the time when we're flying, it's gonna be over grass. It's gonna be in a field, so it's not gonna be flying into concrete like we just did, but it didn't like that, so it flew pretty good. The props were really close to the body, so I think I lost some thrust there. The pod is a little not centered when you tighten it fully, but for what it is. It's a really cool idea. I like seeing people come out with new things, new ideas, and this is definitely one of those. So I hope you learned something from this review. If you want to check it out yourself, x-racer.com has all the information you need for the quad. So anyway, I appreciate you watching. Hope you learned something. Catch you on the next one.